Hello, welcome back to Mindful Musings. I am Dee Dee, your host. In case you don't know me, I'm an Energy Alchemist, sound bowl practitioner, intuitive, and I started this channel about a year ago. Just simply at the nudging of my spirit team to say, just kind of sit in front of the camera and see what messages come through, because it just seemed like a time where we could all use some inspiration, some upliftment, and community. And so I've been doing this, and I love this. I love doing this. So thank you for gracing me with your presence and your support. I truly appreciate it. And you know, things are just so serious. Please make sure you take time to go out, play, have fun, create joy, just create what sparks that smile on your face, what makes you happy. And it's an internal job. Remember, everything we're doing here is all internal, because we have to create that vibrational alignment and frequency of what we want before we can manifest it on the external. So I've been viewing this as kind of a respite from what's going on out there, because it's, preaching to the choir when I say it's chaotic, it's disheartening, it can be very disconcerting, it can be very bewildering, it can just deflate you if you allow it to. Remember to reclaim your energy back from that and come back to source. Come back to you, to the you that is grounded, centered, viewing from the eyes of compassionate detachment, connected as above, so below, as within, so without. And one way you connect is through your breath. That brings you into your body. Remember to stay hydrated. And remember to bless your water. With whatever intentions you would like to receive. Peace, health, vibrancy, energy, whatever. Take the moment to bless it. And then mindfully ingest. So, ooh, I hear the wind blowing out there. Ooh, how exciting. You can tell, at least the weather here is about to change. And I can tell because my kitty cats are starting to get a little snuggly. It's so cute. But to me, that's the indication that the weather is going to start getting cooler. We've been having unseasonably warm weather here in Kansas, and which has actually been nice to a certain degree. Yet there's that part of me that goes, I want to wear my fuzzies. So, it is what it is. That is part of this journey, is accepting what is. Accepting what is going on around you doesn't mean you condone it or you agree with it, but to resist and to fight against is just a depletion of your energy. Acceptance then allows you to come presence, to be that presence of calm and discernment. And then from that place, we know what constitutes right action. Let's see, what else is coming up for me that maybe my spirit team wants to share with you? I thought, to me, this was really kind of fascinating. It was about a year ago, and I was doing a midwife retreat. and I was did sound, and then I did oracle card readings for these lovely, lovely women. And at that time, I had misplaced one of my petrified wood crystals, whatever you want to call it. And, I remember going, oh, well, okay, I had found another home, and, I had brought two with me. So I was like, okay, I still have the one. That's fine. I just kind of lost my attachment to it because I kind of learned how to do that. Careful. With crystals in particular, because, they go where they want to go or where they are needed. So I kind of let go of it and thought, well, okay, someone else found it, the right person for it found it, and I didn't think anything more about it. Yesterday, my husband and I were going to the grocery store, and I was going, man, my purse feels extra heavy. What is going on with my purse? And so I started, fiddling around in there. I don't know how. And I really don't think I have been carrying this around for a year, but it showed up. My wonderful little piece of petrified wood remanifested. I've heard of that. It's happened a handful of times, and I've heard someone's explanation was it's a timeline jump, that we lost it in a certain frequency or whatever, and you rematch that frequency, and they can reappear. I don't know. That's a good story. I'll take it. But anyway, my wonderful little, very grounding, very loving piece of petrified wood reappeared. If you have any thoughts, comments about that, I'm open to that, but I think it's fabulous. And I thought, let me read to you what petrified wood is for grounding, patience, transformation. It basically is with the first and second chakra, which with all that's going on and all the energies really need to be grounded and in touch with emotions and feelings so that we can transmute them and alchemize them. So it says, the ancient energies help in past life work and creating a connection with nature. Petrified wood teaches patience and helps us understand how to allow life to evolve in perfection. It can be a reminder that the natural world is always evolving, and so are we. This is a great tool for meditation and relaxation, and it can help us to connect with nature. It helps one to establish deep roots, and it will fill you with feelings of security, stability, and well-being. This will give us the commitment to wait for our inner transformation and the fruits of our labor to ripen. Is that just perfect or what? Excuse me, I dropped it. So much of the messaging that I've received the last couple of days is still about the focusing on our inner work, the healing, the integrating of our shadow aspects, that all being up, and for patience. Oh, for goodness sake, for patience. And the trusting that we are evolving. Nature is evolving. Everything is evolving in its perfect timing. And that just reminded me also of other messages about there are a lot of theories going on that there's going to be just one great, whether it's the great solar flash or one great event that is going to instantly change the energy of planet Earth and all its inhabitants, and it will be this one great event that will lead us into the 5D consciousness, and just boom, like that, everything will change. As you can probably tell from my reaction, no. It's an evolution. I mean, it's great. And that magical belief, that is yet once again us as individuals, as sovereign beings, attempting to place the power on something outside of us. When the power is within. We are the ones who are evolving, raising our vibration. And as such, as we continue to become more self-evolved, self-aware, higher vibration, the external will reflect that. Will there be events? Absolutely. But I would think that there will be, and there are, there already are events occurring. Hello, the solar flashes, the Schumann resonance, different external events that are happening. Yes, incremental. And perhaps, yes, there will most likely continue to be solar flashes. There will continue to be the comets, the interstellar beings of energy that will provide an influx of higher codes, higher energies. Yeah, I do personally believe that that is taking place, and it will take place, and it will affect each one of us in a different way to assist in elevating our frequency. But to come to that belief that there's going to be one great event that is going to change the whole world, I believe that's our old trap of placing the power outside of us. Whereas now is the time of sovereignty and accountability and responsibility, being grounded and connected. And that just reminds me of, my belief back in the 80s, and with the harmonic convergence, or with the recent tide of, I just lost the word. That's okay. It will come to me or not. Where everyone was going to ascend off the planet if you adhered to a certain belief system. That's funny how I'm not even able to think of that word. Anyway, it'll come to me or not. Anyway, it's not one event that is going to raise the consciousness. It's a series of events, and it's a very series of personal events too along the way. What I was relating was about, back in the ages of the harmonic convergence, when I was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wake up and everything's going to be different. And then woke up and went, yeah, not so much. Again, that desire to place it on the outside, when the real work is internal. As we face our shadows, as we do the healing work, and with each time we make peace with an aspect of ourselves that we have judged, we raise the vibration. Each time we choose a love over fear, we raise the vibration. Each time we choose unity over division, we raise the vibration. That is the continuum that will allow us to create and to manifest a higher consciousness. And there will be obviously external events to assist us along the way, divinely guided. But we still have to do the work. Bottom line, we still have to do the work. And, you know, this beautiful piece of petrified wood, ancient, but filled with the energies of the ancient wisdoms and the ancient knowings that we evolve, we are evolving, we are ever evolving. There's great power in that. So continue to do what you require to evolve, to take ownership, to own your sovereignty, and stand in your light, to anchor in that light and that love, and to continue choosing one choice at a time. Is how we create the new world. And yes, we're straddling the worlds. But it's ultimately our choice. And yeah, there will most likely come a time when the 100th monkey, whatever you want to call it, that it shifts over and it makes it even easier. We may have already reached that point, or we may still be getting to the tipping point. I really don't know. But I would encourage each one of us to continue the work and the play, mostly the play. Oh my goodness, remember to play. Remember to get out there and dance and move and sing and go hug the trees and play with the children, play with your inner child, play with others, and create. Create art, create song, create dance, create harmony. Because remember, joy and laughter are the high vibrations. You know, the silliness of people dressing with inflatables of these different, the frogs, the storks, whatever, the reptilians, these inflatable, the silliness, the wonder, the joy. See how joy shifts out of fear, from the fear and the darkness. Suddenly there is levity, there is joy, there is laughter. In response to that which is an oppressive energy, that which is a denser energy. When we choose levity and we choose light, it shines a different spirit, a different energy shows up that assists in the transformation, that assists in the upliftment. So yeah, there's a lot of serious, heavy energy going on. Yet we can choose to respond to that with our centeredness, being present, and with love and light and joy. And in that place, we can create change. I like that. Okay, let's see if there's anything else that wants to come through. If my spirit team wants to communicate through the oracle cards over there for entertainment, spiritual. inspirational purposes. Oh, please remember to like, subscribe, share, grow this channel. And if you do feel an urge, you can click on the link to buy me a coffee to make a donation. That's not a have to, that's just an if you feel so inclined. Let's see, who wants to chat for the highest, greatest good? Work your light wants to talk. This is Rebecca Campbell. Work your light. Work the cards. And any messages for us? Today is October 17th. It's Friday. And again, if any of you are choosing to participate in the dancing in the streets, please remember to do so from a place of neutrality and compassion and holding light and calm. Not necessary to go into a place of reaction. Remember, reacting to negativity means you are feeding it. When we come from a place of joy and celebration and unity, we are feeding the higher consciousness. Ooh, okay, interesting. Let's see. Is this 2 cards? Yes. Wow, okay. These are priestess. So this is the high priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? And the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Very appropriate, very apropos. We are all being called to step into our leadership positions, to invoke the leader within, to invoke our sovereignty, to own our ability to lead with clarity, with compassion, with unity. We are all leaders. There is no one great leader, for the Great Council is one that shares in the leadership positions. Each have their own unique gift, own unique perspective, that once we share with an open heart and compassion, we lead the charge to change. And in that change, take note of that which you may be clinging onto. Are you clinging onto a sense of righteousness? Are you clinging on to old systems, to old beliefs, to that belief that something or someone external will come in and be a savior? Now is the time to let go, to release those beliefs that do not serve the greater purpose, that do not serve the highest timeline. That which is crumbling around is crumbling because it no longer serves. It is of a lesser vibration. While it crumbles, while the chaos ensues, come into your leadership. Raise your vibration, continue to come to center. You have all the answers within. Invoke your inner wisdom. Come into the place of quiet and calm and sovereignty to get the answers that allow that which is crumbling to crumble. Viewing it from a place of discernment, higher perspective, compassion, yet detachment. The answers are within. And in what way will we all step up to lead the way into the higher consciousness, into the new? One choice at a time, one little step at a time. With love, with compassion, with presence. We are being guided, but we must sit in a place of stillness to receive our guidance. Keep looking for the messages, but the messages are within. They may manifest without in a physical form. Just stay present so that you receive your guidance and the messages. But tune in, for you are the ultimate. Barometer of discernment. You are your own leader. And together, as our hearts connect, as our souls all connect, the beings, we will lead each other into the new world, into this higher consciousness. It starts with you, starts with me. All right. That's pretty powerful. I think I will go ahead and end it there. Grounded, protected, sovereign. Nurture you, stay safe in your sovereignty. One choice at a time, choosing love over fear, choosing unity over division. Listen to the messages that you receive. Use your discernment and keep trusting that from a higher perspective, something greater than we are aware of is taking place. Keep doing the work. Keep that spark of joy and play and inspiration. Keep it alive. Nurture yourself and your beautiful light. Anchoring in this light and love, all things are possible. Yeah. The divine in me. I see you. I see the divine in you. So be it. Namaste.